Jake, shouldn't you just peace out with Uzbek for a short truce, since Persian land will put you in max overextension anyway? Halfway tempted to just ride the overextension limit. Persia needs to be fully annexed, and they're a two-shot job anyway, so let me think. Current overextension. Sure, spy offense, the most important stat in the game. Someday I'll have religious unity. Let's try and check my overextension there. It's at 56, quite a bit. Wow, we just ride it hard. Just take it all. Because the rebels will be horrible is a fairly good reason. But not good enough. I need that name on the map. Alright, introducing 3 years of hell. Go. Perhaps we should try to get rid of some war exhaustion. Hopefully get a few fewer... Whoa, lordy. It's quite the rebel stack. It's alright, we can whittle it down. No problem. Now the rebel factions will pop up twice as fast. Jake, you've been losing money for so long, how no something, something, something. We have plenty of money, that's really all there is to it. Aragon's getting Nuremberged. Blows to be them. Okay, yeah, as somewhat expected. And the rebels won't go down all that easily. Should take care of the bulk of those. Ah, no problem. No problem. I'm sure the Pope will save us. This one perhaps not going to go so well. But you can take care of that, surely. And just make your way back to Choi. Oh, you're dealing with that. Yeah, finding myself a little short on troops now. Who would have thought? Oh, but the tricky thing is if they start cancelling my coring process. Alright, now what this calls for... Oh, can't build mercenaries in overseas lands. Ah well, there's no problems here, so you folks... No! God, I hate automatic fleet transportation. Is it automatically turning itself back on? Alright, I know you're half beaten and all, but I think you have what it takes to take on these guys. My men are the best. Okay, some of these guys are getting outright wiped, which is no good. I knew they had it in them. You folks may just have to get cozy with each other. And I'll have you backed up here. In fact, will these guys survive? No, sadly not, and that's one coring progress that I've lost completely. Alright, you folks take them on. You have a decent general in charge. You back them up. Quite a few of these are going to be a pain. And this one, no different. Don't jump into it just yet. Jake, why is Ramazan still alive and not part of the Empire? I really, really like Ramazan. And having them dying is, makes me rather sad. You guys hold out Rosetta. Taking care of all these rebels, ain't no problem. Fighting this region of the world always gets me killed. How is Alexander's ghost doing this campaign? Well, the rebels are a little troublesome. But we brought this on ourselves because we didn't want to wait. Okay, I don't want that province to fall. Nor do I want... Alright, we'll focus on one of them then. Sadly, I can't even sortie here. Just have to hold out, and they do. That's good. Alright, more rebels. Wait. Yes, didn't get a pop-up, but they are there. I know you're half dead, but you're not fully dead, so deal with those rebs, will you? Another bunch of them dealt with. Mountainous terrain, I'd rather not. Say if we can deal with anything, we can deal with desert. Glad the Pope's got our back in this situation. Yeah, you don't reinforce quite as fast as I want you to here, but you'll take it back soon enough, I'm sure of it. Okay, just gotta bundle together and murder these guys before they take care of our cores. If that means fighting suicidally, then so be it. Any of my soldiers that survive this, trust me, you can... I'll take a city, call it Alexandria, and then you can live in it. Not really wanting to click on that since it'll just... cause me problems. Okay, what do you think? Yeah, we can take him. No problem. One shot, etc. And on that day, Egypt never messed with me again. Still, you folks will need to get a bit of R&R. Been forgetting about these guys for forever. Need some backup over here. You folks... get to it. You folks also get to it. Jake, check your advisor pool for the reinforcement guy. I was thinking that, but we have the discipline guy, which is rather nice as well. That said, reinforcement speed's probably more important right now. Golden era for culture, whilst murdering our own populace. Makes sensibles. Utter annihilation. We'll hold out in the bust and get reinforced there. I'm going to need these lands back in my hands. So split up like that, because most of the rebel problems are gone away. Don't rebels get your discipline anyway? Well, let's check that in the battle. Oh wait, I can't now. I'm not sure if they get your advisor's discipline. Let's check. Their base morale is 4.8. So what are they getting that from? My ambitions and my policy? Yeah, I think that's what they're getting. And what's their discipline? 105%, just like mine. So if I got you... yeah, they share my discipline. What a pity. People are complimenting the Trebizond. Quite right, it does look great. Oh shoot. You're all dead. I'll back up that bust. Can worry about those rebels another day. Alright, I think it's time for our prey. Oh, Lord. Cairo. Yeah, we will have to deal with Cairo. Where do we have the most supply limit here anyway? Yeah, that's fine. Missionary strength, I'm sure that won't antagonize the populace further. Yeah, our commandant is doing us less favours, so let's just stick with the reinforcement rate. See, we have all these recent uprisings that rebels no longer a problem. We'll get those cores all done. Easy peasy. And we'll never speak of this again. And this is why morale is king, because keep that high morale, the enemy will not get it. Sure, they'll get your ideas, but you want to keep your prestige high. I'm not sure if they get things like fervor, though. Let's just ditch the one that isn't half dead here. The rest of you get away, and we need to save that, don't we? Alright, get on the case. Yeah, the moment I connect all my lands, I reckon almost all of this region will be 0% autonomy, and this will be something like 40. No, less than that. Considerably less than that, actually. Okay, they're still at 15 ideas, which is acceptable. Borderline. Don't take it, don't take it. Good. Take this instead. Yeah, what are we praying for this time? Our manpower is fine, let's get some dosh. Thanks God, you're the man. I believe in RNGesus, do you? Torna says, Jake, rename all your provinces to Alexandria. Do you realise how stupid an idea that is? I mean, before you type that, did you think, I have an idea that is genuinely good, so I will share it? Or did you think, I want to look really stupid, so I'm going to type this? Alright, everything went probably as planned. I hope you moved your capital to these two provinces that I don't want. Yes, you did. And our overextension problems have melted away, so I rather think it's time to go back to war. Just how much manpower did I lose doing all that? I'm guessing a ton. I want to claim on Samarkand, since it is an impressively high base tax province. And I want a lot of Diplo ideas, but not nearly as much as I want to eradicate inferior cultures. Which culture needs to go that is inside our empire? This all is nationalism, so it can't be dealt with. Okay, so I lost 500,000 men. I wonder how many Alexander lost. Incredible, we're still trying to core some of these lands, but the reason we're doing that is because, yeah, they belonged to Persia previous. Don't think I need any of Yarkand's provinces. I do need to take more of Ramazan, but That will likely be later on. Wow. Where can we even go? Guess Timurids finishes off in a 1.5 years, so that'll be that. Remove the Kurds. Can I remove all this Kurdish? Almost. It's getting kind of difficult at high speeds. So long, Kurds. The only good Kurd is a lemon Kurd. Sadly, I can't do this since it has nationalism, but only for a little bit longer. We shouldn't delete Egyptian culture because they surrendered instantly and easily. I'm kind of proud of the Mamluks. They gave me one solid beating. But I don't think any culture is accepted in my empire now. Oh, Syrian is accepted. By how much? Economy, charts, cultures. They will probably not remain accepted when I move my capital. Oh, well, how could I miss you? Romanian, go away. I don't know, Jake. Wisconsin cheese curds are pretty good too. Feel free to send me some. Battle of Damascus from the EU3 soundtrack is playing right now. I mention that because people often ask, what is this music? When something that isn't from EU4 pops up. Do I need anything from Ladakh here? Let's see, looking at Pamir, I do need Baltistan. Sure. Ugh, they're allied with Persia. And I was at war with them previously, I probably should have taken it. But I did not. Oh, didn't realize Uzbek had land down here though. Guess we'll be at war with Uzbek again. I didn't mean when I move my capital. What I meant was when I eliminate the Ramazan. Not that there's any real hurry to do that, so essentially making all these claims is a waste of time. Alright, Timmy, your time is up. It's actually kind of nice getting all those recent uprising things, since it fairly solidly means these lands are good. As in, won't be revolting for a while. And hey, we are so close to religious unity. I can taste it. That Catholicism. Good for all it ails you. Can't you mouse over that thing that shows primary culture? Sure can. I think I'm looking at the wrong screen here though. I want this one. I thought it did show it. I am so sure. Here it is. If a culture is at least 15% of our cores, it'll become accepted. If it's below 7.5, it'll no longer be. And Syrian may just hold on then, as long as we don't enrich them. Oh dear. Our good king died too young. At least the one that's coming firmly believes in cultural enrichment. Nationalism will be gone there very soon. We still have our claims on Timmy. Timmy has only one friend and we don't really care about them because they crumble like a deck of cards. This will be the most holy war. Might have to hit up my homeboy the Pope to get all this stability back. Alexander didn't lose any battles, and the majority of deaths in military excursions those days when the enemy was routing. It's one of the reasons Alexander could conquer so fast. His army never ever lost a battle due to superior tactics and troops, and thereby retained its numbers and strength. Cheers, Kanad. It's just kind of information I like. Okay, I imagine this war won't last long. Timmy will surrender his lands very swiftly. Don't be losing us any battles now. Good. Jake, do Athens start as Western? No, I Westernized. And it was incredibly painless. Oh, like that subtle enlargement of my name. Never achieve religious unity at this rate. Okay, who's next on the chopping block? Truce with you, but no truce with you. And to make it better, you don't have cores on the land that we just took. But you grow ever closer to getting 21 ideas. So it's time for you to die. Heck, it's always time for you to die. Bloody Afghanistan. I have no end to the list of problems I have had fighting Afghanistan in all my campaigns. No need for money or manpower. You're ripping through that province too quickly, so I'll rip through you too quickly. I think there's an achievement for raiding something like 100 ducats of the treasure fleet, which is strange. That must mean you are raiding, since you're my only pirating fleet, aren't you? So what treasure fleet is floating through here, I wonder? Well, we got beaten quite hard in that. But our army morale recovery is so fast. Fully offensive and the idea and the army tradition. The army tradition is sky high. Might as well get that since infantry shock +5 is enormous. And keep the conquering going. Who else is in this war that needs to go? Oman, I suppose. No, it'll be fine. I need Balochistan as well. It's a shame our aggressive expansion is so high. Nobody wants to do diplomacy with us over here. But they also don't want to coalition us, so that's fine. Jake, would you be interested in renaming the provinces where Alexander founded his many Alexandrias? Didn't he name a ludicrous number of them Alexander, though? I mean, I might be here all day doing that. Why does no coalition form against me? Partly because of truces. Oh, sweet, Counter-Reformation's gone at long last. Partly down to truces, partly down to the fact that I'm so powerful they know that even if everyone that wanted to join one joined in, they wouldn't stand a ghost of a chance. They're not suicidal with their coalitions anymore. If Russia suddenly decided that they wanted to coalition me, then everyone else would as well, because they think, hey, we've got Russia on our side. This will be a piece of cake. I mean, they'd be wrong, but not as wrong as they might seem. Russia is rather large. But we do have to fight Russia anyway in the interest of clean borders, which is one of the best reasons to fight. Jake, do you hate the Romans because they killed Macedonia? I actually quite like the Romans. Don't like Blurple though. Know your Romans, folks. There's a reason I was a big fan of Caesar 3. Great, won't even have to hit up my homeboy the Pope for all that stability. Also, it is cultural enrich o'clock, and you avoided it for too long. So, the Kurds are almost all gone. Who else needs to go? The Syrians and Egyptians can stay. I find myself rather attached to these. The Iraqis, too many good eye jokes that I can make out of that. The Turks I kind of want gone. But there's a lot of nationalism here, so that could take too long. The Azerbaijanis, can't really eradicate them, so where's the fun in that? My options are rather limited here. Alright, we'll spend it teching up then. It has been a while since we've been able to tech up and dip. Not that our vassals are feeling uppity at all. Everybody boasting of their revolutionaries. Gah. I had revolutionaries once. Of all people, it's the Kandaris that want to rise up. And wow. Balochistan, you've got balls. Jake, as a Turk, I'm saying get rid of us, or we will get our independence. Yeah, like I said, I want to culturally enrich Anatolia. But, sadly, there is too much nationalism around here. Land clearance time, like the Highlands, and soon we have administrative efficiency. It's actually too late for this campaign, since we have almost all of our land. Kinda tragic. Jake, what is your siege ability? It's at least plus 25% because we have offensive. 21. Yeah, war exhaustion is having a toll on that. Okay, I think we're beating the bush a bit hard here. We can more or less take what we want. Although it is tempting to eradicate your vassal now. The cost for you is 146, huh? Could just say balls to the walls when it comes to overextension again. Did hurt us pretty hard last time, but this is only 71% of you. No, what I will do is I will focus on taking out your vassal, since vassals always get in the way of these. And you don't appear to be on the road towards annexing them. Is that Mexico? Whoa, this I gotta see. That is really cool. An independent Mexico. With Mexican ideas! Inflation reduction, settler increased build cost, accepted culture, even better than mine. Years of nationalism, now that's good.